Please welcome Tyra Banks. Yes, we let coyotes in tonight. Yeah, how are you?
I'm good. I'm really, really good.
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
But you sort of, you always look, that's your job to look good.
Kind of is when the camera's on, but when the camera's off, I'm not looking cute at all.
Really?
Yeah.
You fall apart in the minute?
Fall apart. Like when I'm walking down the streets and people are like, that looks like Tyra Banks.
Really?
Yeah.
What, do you walk around like a hobo on the streets of New York? Are you eating beans out of an old can? A cigar stub in your mouth? No, sir, I mean, well, you say that. To you, looking schlubby probably is a lot better than the rest of us.
No.
When I look bad, I really look bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm not always this pretty. Now, what's right off the bat? You're out there and you're dating, you're meeting people, and people must get very intimidated by you, I would think, because you're Tyra Banks. What's a way to impress you? Give away the secret. What is it you look for in a guy?
Well, I really, really like nice hands.
Nice hands?
Yeah, like big and kind of like soft, but like strong at the same time.
Soft but strong.
Soft but strong.
So a guy who does like a lot of manual labor, but with creamy gloves on.
There you go. There you go. And the palms have to be really soft because mine are so, feel my hands are so rough.
Now, they're not rough.
They're
not
so
bad.
rough. And feel the calluses. Come on, they're kind of thick. Like the skin is
What
really
have you been
thick.
doing? This is.
See? And then
You soak these in brine? What do you do?
My mom passed these hands on to me, and like the tops of my hands look like they're 40 years old. And I'm 26, and they look 40. My mom is 51, and her hands look like she's 78.
Oh, she's gonna love this segment. Yeah. So your mom has mummy hands, kind of
Oh my
like.
gosh. Yes.
You're like, oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Does well? So you're not wild about what features are you really not wild about besides your hands? Is there anything else you're really not?
My feet are really, really flat. Like there's no arch. And like on photo shoots and stuff, my hairdresser Oscar actually makes fun of me all the time because it looks like my foot is going in like a ski. Can you get closer to my foot?
Oh my God, this is turning into a freak show.
Okay, you see the side? How it's just like straight? But can you see that?
Yes, how hideous.
How flat? You know what? It's kind of looking nice on the camera for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but they're really flat. My ankles are really skinny. You know what? It sounds really stupid. I'm a model, and it's like, you know,
yeah,
screw
right.
you, Tyra.
I'm sure there are guys that meet you and you're like, I'm sure there are guys that meet you and they're like, wow, Tyra Banks, forget it.
No, it's funny though. I was just talking
Those feet are flat.
I was just talking to a friend of mine, and he's like, yeah, girl, you got it going on, but those ankles.
Ankles?
Yeah.
What's your ankles?
They're really like skinny compared to the rest of my body.
Right.
Yeah.
Was there anything compared to
I know, you know what? Another girl.
So you widen out at the ankle. That's very strange. Maybe that's where you store food for the winter. You never know.
If you notice, I never get, I don't, you know, if you like start looking at the Victoria's Secret catalog, I never get photographed like full length. It's always cropped.
They always hide.
I'm like, crop them ankles. You're not showing my ankles.
So they always contrive a way that your feet aren't showing.
Yes.
Like you're just, my feet are in pumpkins right now. What can I do?
Exactly.
But it's not a fall shoot. I know. Dad, what about your face? You like everything about your face, your head that you know?
Well, I think my forehead is a little large. Well, I've been told.
You've been told?
Somebody's like, ooh, yes.
Yeah. Some guy's like, I'm a forehead man myself. There are guys out there that go for other areas, but me, it's all forehead.
My forehead.
Well, your forehead is...
People used to call me five head.
What, called you what?
Like forehead, five head. Because it was so big. Yeah.
That's amazing. I never had friends that clever.
That's good. Whoever's making fun of you is
I got
good.
light bulb head.
Light bulb head?
I got light, you know how light bulb is big
Who called you light? Yes.
Actually, my mom and my aunt.
Your mom called you light bulb head? Your mom was like, come here, you. I call thee light bulb head. Why did she call you that?
Because light bulbs are big at the top and little at the bottom. You see how it's big and little? And then I had another friend of a friend that calls me Tweety Bird. Because you know how Tweety Bird's head is
He
big
had
at
a
the top?
giant... This is
yeah.
horrible.
Yeah, it's
I never, these are at least creative. Mine were always like, idiot head, stupid face. And then the beatings would commence. No, they really did. Beatings commenced. I love that now it's like 15 years later. People are like, ha ha ha, what a funny joke. Hilarious. Now, someone told me you're looking for a dog. Let's change subjects here, that you're actually looking for a dog. Hard to have, I have a dog. Hard to have a dog in the city.
Really? See, I'm in LA, so I could have a.
You can have a yard.
Right. Yeah, but I have a problem because, like, ever since I turned probably around 21, I have really bad allergies. Like, all dogs break me out into hives. So now what I do, because not every dog will, though. So every time I see someone's dog, I like wrestle with it and like play with it, wrestle on the floor, and then I look at my arms. I'm like, do I have any hives? Am I breaking out? Am I breaking out?
You rub the dog all over your face. Wow, that's a weird test to do.
Yeah, in fact, there was a dog today, a cockapoo, at work today. Victoria's Secret, I work for them today. And it was fine. I was playing with it, and it was fine. And then I sat on the couch, and then the hives just started breaking out. My throat, like, started itching in my ear.
You know what?
I was
You
like,
shouldn't get a you shouldn't get a dog. Is there, what dog can you get? I mean, probably no long-haired dog.
No,
right?
I went to my friend's house. I went to my friend's over friend's house, and
not the one that calls you Tweety Bird.
no.
Okay.
No. Somebody else. And I didn't know that she had dogs. So I'm in the house. It's not even the dog hair. It's just the dander, you know, their skin and the stuff that comes off their skin.
Right.
And I'm hanging out the house, and I was not allergic at all. And I didn't even know there was a dog there. And she's like, oh, yeah, I have a Rottweiler. I'm like, oh, my God, where is it? So I was, like, rubbing it and stuff, and nothing happened.
That's such a strange reaction. I'm allergic to them. I must rub up against them immediately. What a strange...
But I think I can get a Rottweiler because I didn't break out in the hives.
Yeah. Well, if you want to come over and see my dog and see if it makes you allergic...
What kind of dog do you have?
It's not important. I have a golden, so probably that would not be a bad idea.
Horrible.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they rock. Well, before we go, I should mention you have an upcoming film, Coyote Ugly.
Yes.
What kind of part are you playing in this movie?
I play a bartender, actually. Actually, it's like an ensemble cast, and there's a lot of bartenders. And most of the cast got to, like, learn how to mix the drinks and stuff. And I was out of town, and I didn't get to do it. Plus, I don't drink. I've never had a drink in my life, so I'm behind that bar. I was like, ugh. And then the extras are yelling out stuff to me, like, Tyra, vodka. And I'm like, okay. Scotch. I'm like, okay. And one of them was like, Brandy. And I'm like, oh, she's here. Where is she? I thought they were talking about the singer. So, I mean, that's how clueless I was, and I still am. And they know how to, the other girls know how to twist the bottles on their hands.
Just like study the movie Cocktail. That's what you got to do.
Is that Tom Cruise?
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. That's the most absurd movie ever made. That's the best bartender I've ever seen. All these guys vying for him. I'll give you $10 million to make drinks at my crappy little club. Of course, if you're watching, Tom, my apologies. Great movie. Anyway, you got to check out the Victoria's Secret fashion show live on the web. You guys are on the web now at www.victoriassecret.com. That's going to be on May 18th.
We're going to be in Cannes during the film festival.
Very cool. Coming up. We'll be right back.